Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. I think I may have this right tonight. I'm super excited to be here tonight for another episode of Tuesday Night Talking Tea with me. Yes. I'm glad that you all are here, giving you time to chime in, chime on. And so go ahead, take your time, grab a pen, grab some paper, because I'm going to share something with you all here tonight. Wish I had the opportunity to bring on a couple of my friends that are very well versed in what we're going to be talking about here tonight. And so this morning on Unity Without Walls, it is an organization that God laid on my heart and on Bishop Glenn John, Dr. Bishop Glenn John's heart to actually start when all of this COVID stuff started. We started it because we realized that people had nowhere to go. They had lost hope. Many of them were about to make permanent decisions for temporary situations. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. And so we came together and we meet every day, Monday through Saturday, from 8 a.m. in the morning until 9 a.m., sometimes 9:15, every single morning except for Sunday. And this morning, he was talking about the tongue. He was also talking about our giving and etc. And so I'm excited to be here tonight to be talking with all of you about this topic. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm just going to keep it simple. The tongue, your tongue, my tongue, will either be a blessing to us or it will curse us. It will either be a blessing to us or it will curse us. Now, I want you to understand the tongue. So I took some time and I gathered some information to share with you all here tonight. And so I see many of you are getting on. And thank you, Charlene. Welcome, Todd. Welcome you, Mish, out of India. So glad you guys are here tonight. Go ahead and type in the chat where you are right now. Type in your name and where you are chiming in from. I know Charlene is coming in from Vancouver. Yes. All right. So awesome. So take a look at the quote. The quote says here, it says, the slip of the tongue is more dangerous than the slip of the feet. The slip of the tongue is more dangerous than the slip of the feet. Think about that. Let's think about that for a moment. And so the tongue, it is one of the smaller organs of the body. The weight of a male tongue is about 70 grams. And for a female, her tongue is about 60 grams. However, its potential for evil is so great that God saw fit to imprison it. Think about this, your tongue, to imprison it behind a double jailer, the teeth and the lips. Your tongue, it's there, but unless you stick it out, most people don't really see it. It's been encaged. That's how dangerous it is. I'm talking about, once again, the human tongue. Now, why is it that this small 2 to 3 inch skeletal muscle covered with mucus membrane, that is, why is it so dangerous? Why is this thing that's encaged in our mouth so lethal? Is it the location? Well, recent research has revealed that there are few places more infested with harmful bacteria than the human mouth. Yes, as a matter of fact, studies have shown that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth. More than 100 million microscopic critters live in our mouth. Let me say that again. 100 million microscopic critters live in our mouths. Fungus grows in the oral cavity. By 1999, Medical Press Corps News Service reported a study that was led by Dr. David Relman, assistant professor of medicine and of microbiology and immunology at Stanford University, found evidence of 37 unique bacteria in the human mouth that microbiologists had never before recorded. 1999, I can only imagine what they'll find in our mouths today. Dr. Alan Drennan, a professor of oral medicine at the School of Dental Medicine at the State University of New York at Buffalo, said, "It's really no big surprise. It just reiterates what has been known a long time, that there are many bugs. There are many bugs that you can collect from the mouth, but can't grow in vitro in a lab." It is not a pretty picture, is it? It's not a pretty picture. Mouths have viruses that cause disease. The top of the tongue is the main breeding ground for bacteria in the mouth that attacks the teeth and the gums. The white blood cells from another person's saliva will attack the teeth and gums. And then it will also, the white blood cells from another person's saliva will attack once inside of your mouth. Indeed, you and myself, we're better off in one sense. Hey, you may not want to hear this, but being kissed by a dog or kissing a dog like a Great Dane than you kissing another human being. Hey, a dog mouth contains enzymes that fight infection. I'm almost done with this little reading section here. Y'all just hang in here with me. I'm going someplace. However, as interesting as all this is, the problem is not the tongue's physical location. That's not what I want to talk about tonight. It's not the tongue's physical location. It's its spiritual connection. It is its spiritual connection. In terms of spiritual anatomy, the tongue is directly wed to the heart. This tongue directly connected to the heart. And it is the heart that motivates and manipulates the tongue for good or evil, to bless or to curse. For those of you who know me, you know that I refer to the Bible for a lot of information. I go there before I go anywhere else. And I just want to share this brief passage with those of you who could appreciate it. If you were to look in the book of Matthew and you were to go to chapter 12 and the verses is 35 through 37, he said, "A good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth good things. And an evil man out of the evil treasure brings forth evil things. But I say to you that for every idle word men may speak, they will give an account of it in the day of judgment. For by your words, you will be justified, and by your words, you will be condemned. And I'll press my pause button right there. So, in order for us to really understand why there's so much talk about the tongue in the Bible, why there's so much talk about the tongue from metaphysical scientists and from people who are studying all different types of religion and beliefs, etc. It all boils down to the same thing. The things that you speak, the things that you say, it's going to go one way or the other. Either it is going to be a blessing or it's going to be a cursing. Yeah. And so the thing is, you have to notice right now what it is that you are thinking, so that whatever it is that you are thinking, you can nullify that thing, you can eradicate that thing, you can cauterize that thing before it becomes something that comes out of your mouth that usually is attached with a certain kind of energy. And if you're not careful, a person can grab a hold to that and it can take them in the right direction or in the wrong direction. Many of us don't realize there's a lot of people that surround us every single day. And these people are not strong yet in their belief. They're not strong yet in their faith. And you can help them. You can help them stumble their way right on away from their gift, stumble their way right away from their ideas. And if I had the time tonight, I will go into that, how we are not supposed to make each other fall away from faith, fall away from our belief. We're not supposed to do that. But some of us, all we do is talk. And those that just talk all the time, they just talk nonstop. The Bible refers to these individuals as foolish. It comes a time when you have to listen internally and listen externally. And so I want to share with you a couple of things about the power of the tongue. There's power in the tongue. This little thing inside of your mouth that is encaged. It is encaged. Okay? It's there. It is stuck. It can only go but so far. Yet it is deadly. Let's visit the quote on the screen again. The slip of the tongue is more dangerous than the slip of the feet. Yeah. The slip of the tongue is more dangerous than the slip of the feet. And I'm going to share this one with you. Never say mean words out of anger. Your anger will pass, but your mean words can scar a person for life. So use kind words or be silent. And then let me share this one with everybody here. 2 Timothy 2:16. Avoid godless chatter, because those who indulge in it will become more and more ungodly. What are you indulging in? What kind of conversations are you having? Because if you feel like your life is turned into a direction in which you are now living a life that you are not happy living. You're now in a place in your life where sometimes you feel like just throwing in the towel. You got to really take some time and you have to really sit yourself down and really go back in your mind and think about the thoughts that you've been having and think about the words that you have been saying. Because once again, your words will either bless your life or your words will curse your life. You notice I keep saying your words because I don't want any of us to get it twisted. Many people seem to think that the words that they say about somebody else, or the words that they say in the direction of somebody else, that those words are going to hurt that person. Those words are going to hinder that person. Yes, mentally, those words may scar that person. Those words may hinder that person. But the reality of the matter is that those words came from your mouth. And it's your tongue that is either blessing you or cursing you. It is your tongue. And so tonight, I invite you. I invite you to really think about what it is that I'm saying here. Let me go and let me get to my notes. I have some notes here that I want to share with everybody. Here we go. All right. Very good. Very good. And so let's talk about this for a moment. Your words could either be, they could be hurtful to you. And if somebody else take it on, it could be hurtful to them. Your words could be prideful. Your words could be dismissive. Your words could be commanding. Your words could be demeaning. And when they are, I want you to understand, whatever comes out of your mouth, I want y'all to get this. It was already in your mind. It was already in your heart. And so if you find yourself constantly saying demeaning things, even if it's about somebody else, you think it's about somebody else, but you're really hurting yourself. You see, it has been told to us on a number of occasions that we should love our enemies, that we should pray for our enemies, that we should pray for those who persecute us, those who call us names, those who put us down, that we should pray for them. And I know it's not easy to pray for somebody who has persecuted you, who has put you down, who has lied on you, gossiped about you. But the reason why, the secret to this whole thing is prayer. Now you know the secret. It is prayer, is because it keeps you from hurting yourself. Because when you start talking about other people, I can't stand that so-and-so, I hate him, or you know what, she makes me sick, they get on my nerves. What are you doing? You are cursing yourself. That's what you are doing. And it's time to stop. My grandmother used to say it this way: if you don't have anything good to say, I want somebody to go ahead and finish that statement for me. If you don't have anything good to say, then you don't say nothing at all. Why? Because you think you're hurting somebody else, and you have been cursing yourself. You have been cursing your dreams. You have been cursing your vision. You wonder why you can't get ahead? You wonder why? Every time you start going in the right direction, all of a sudden you get turned around. You wonder why when you start something, you cannot finish it. You wonder why you feel stuck and stagnated. Well, I'm here to tell you tonight that that's the reason why. That is the reason why. It is because you have cursed yourself. But the good news is, the same tongue that has cursed you is the same tongue that will bless you. You just have to decide, I will not participate in negative conversation. I will not argue with anybody. I may have a disagreement, but it will be a clean disagreement, because I understand that the words that come from me are my words. Somebody else will only inherit those words if they allow themselves to. Nothing can get in here unless I allow it to. I hope y'all hear me tonight, because this is important. It is very important. And so those same words that we use that can be hurtful, that can be prideful, that can be dismissive, that can be commanding and demeaning, those same words that we used to call ourselves breaking somebody else down, and these words have broken us down, we can take those same words and we can now use those words, not the same words exactly, but words I'm talking about in general, words. We can take those words and we can use those words to heal. We can use those words to inspire. We can use those words to lift somebody up. We can use those words to restore somebody. And we can use those words to heal ourselves, to inspire ourselves, to lift ourselves up, to pull ourselves out of the dump, to restore ourselves. Yes, we can use those words. Yes, we can. Words like that. Because when God's words fills us, our words pour out and over like blessings into our own lives and also into the lives of others. And so I want y'all to really, really get what I am saying here tonight. Very, 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 very important. Extremely important. I'm sorry for the background noise, but we have some technical difficulty here, but nothing that we can't handle. All right. And so anyway, ask yourself a couple of questions. What have you been saying to yourself? What have you been saying to yourself? What have you been saying to yourself? If you don't know, take a look at your life. Take a look at your life. Take a look at where you are. Let's start with relationships and friendships. When I talk about relationships, yeah, that includes friendship, but I want to go a little bit deeper. I'm talking about friendships such as friendship that you have with your children, relationships that you have with your spouse, relationships you have. Give me 1 second, everybody. I do apologize. I have somebody sending me some real terrible messages and terrible pictures. And so just give me a moment here, and I'm going to politely block them. Right while you all are right here watching, they've been blocked. And so, anyways, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the pink that's turning them on. I don't know, but it's unfortunate because I'm so in love with Mr. Anthony Williams. I just don't know what to do with myself. And so, anyway, and hopefully they heard that too. And so what I want to say is when it comes down to relationships, how are your relationships? How are things going with your spouse? How are things going with your significant other? How are things going with your children? How are things going with your grandchildren? How are things going with your business partners? Are you one way when you're around them and another way when you're not? You know, what you are saying about your wife, what you are saying about your husband, what you are saying about your children, what you are saying about your grandchildren, what you're saying about your aunt, what you're saying about your uncle, what you're saying about your brother, what you're saying about your sister. You think that you are hurting these people? Those words are coming from your heart. They're coming from out of you. It is who you are. And if all you find yourself doing is using profanity all the time, if all you find yourself doing is gossiping and talking about people all the time, that's in you. It's inside of you. And so you have to notice what you're noticing. How can you expect to live a life filled with abundance? How do you expect to live a life that you truly love living when there's so much evil that keeps constantly pouring out of you every single day? You got to stop. You have got to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. When it comes to your business, what are you saying about your business? What are you saying? Are you speaking life into your business? What are you saying about your business? Are you saying that the people that's in your team, that they're dead, they're not doing anything? Are you saying that people are not buying the technology these days? They don't have the money? What are you saying? Are you speaking lack into the universe? It's coming from you. It's out there, but it's yours. And you wonder why you keep struggling. You wonder why you get more no's now than you did yesterday. You are attracting it because the things that you are sowing, you are also reaping. Your words will return back to you. They're coming back. And so if you want to live a life that you truly love living, you better be careful with what it is that you're saying. What are you speaking over your life? What are you saying about your health? What are you saying? What are you saying when the doctor diagnosed you with this or that and tell you that you're going to be on medication for the rest of your life? What are you telling yourself? Are you repeating that? Are you repeating that? When you sit down to have dinner with your family and they bring out the cake, do you say something like, I can't have that because it's going to make my sugar go up? I can't have that because I'm a diabetic? Do you tell everybody that you come in contact with, I'm a diabetic, I have high blood pressure, I'm a cancer survivor, I had it 3 times? You go around and speak that and speak that and speak that? What are you saying? It's time to stop. What are you saying about your finances? What are you saying? Are you telling people, I'm broke, I don't have money, it's hard now, this corona got everybody this way and got everybody that way, my business is not working because of this and because of that, I don't have it, I'm always in this situation? Be careful, because you will always be in that situation. This tongue that's in our mouths, as nasty as it is, all of the micro, I can go on and on and on. You heard, if you didn't hear it, go back and listen to it. I talked about the tongue at the beginning of this. Very, very terrible. But I want y'all to get that the things that you use this tongue to say, those things will either be a blessing to you or a curse to you. I am asking you to watch your mouth. Watch what you say. Hear what you're going to say before you say it. That's an art. Some people have been talking so much and all they do is talk. It just comes out. And then they'll say something like this. I say what's on my mind. I speak what's in my mind. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. No, you're not giving me a piece of your mind. You're giving yourself a piece of your mind. And that's why you're living the way you're living, because you have cursed your own life. This tongue has power. It has the power to not only bless and to curse, it also carries the power of life and death. Some of us have committed suicide mentally, and we're living dead, just waiting to die. And what I'm saying here to you today, you can turn around. You can turn it all around. You can turn it all around right now. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I believe you will. And so I see that we have quite a few of you here tonight. I'm so excited. I see we have Nadine here. Welcome, Nadine. I see we have Buck Rogers. Welcome. That is my brother from another mother. So great to see you. I see we have Lily. Great to see you, Lily. So happy for you. So happy for you. Yes, you put it out there. You attracted it. And so it is. I see Stephanie. That's the hair queen. She said, you better preach. Yes, yes, Stephanie. So good to see you here tonight as well. And so many of you, oh my gosh, my daughter Siobhan said, oh my God, I can imagine. She's probably going to talk to me right after here. Kevin Boone, yeah, don't say anything at all. That's right. Marilyn, hi to me. What's up, lady? Oh my goodness, Ross Harris, Mitch, fortune comes from one's mouth. Fortune comes from one's heart. Absolutely. So good to see you, Ross, in New Jersey. Crystal Robinson, welcome out of California. Oh my goodness. And Caron, welcome out of Buffalo. Ivy said, love the glasses. Yeah, girl, I found a pair to go with this pink shirt here. Yes, Greg. What's up, Greg? From Tacoma, Washington. Welcome. Oh my goodness, and so many of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This has been another episode of Tuesday Night Talking Tea. I finally learned how to work this technology. So I got it now. And so, guys, I look forward to seeing you again next week when we come together. And next week, we're going to talk about giving. And